to breathe, but your chest didn't move. The tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed among them, laughing and joking, as if they were alive. But they made no reply. You tried to cry out, but without breath, your tongue fluttered in vain. You need to find the Pokemon Center in Asteroid really nice. He needs to find the something center in Did I?
Well,
I know I've had a drink, but
Interesting.
did I just... And the orc just jumped? Alright. That was a little weird. The orc jumping, not so much, but I could have... For a second, I wasn't looking at this screen, my main screen. I was looking at you guys, at chat. And I looked up to where I have my, like, video recording, and I could have sworn I saw, like, a dark shape, not on my webcam, but, like, in the game, like, run across the guild hall. And I was like, huh? Like, of course, now we got upstairs. I'm sure it was nothing. I'm sure it was just, like, I saw that one character who's roaming around, roam by. I thought I slept. Oh, I slept until healed, but that dream woke me up. It was such a bad dream that it woke my character up from actually being able to rest. Spell making. If I had more money, which I actually think I have enough money for it, I just don't have enough stuff spells. Do you have any actual? No, you have touch spells. I think back at the fucking
Greetings
starter
to you,
village,
Breton.
there was actually spells for sale. No, it had like fireball and random stuff like that. And some therapy while we're at it. Yeah, maybe. Oh, let's go roam over to one of these. We're gonna go roam over to this merchant over here. We haven't gone to her yet. Go sell some stuff. And then... I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? You've heard a little bit of the history of Morrowind now. House Haleo, House Tavani, House Redoran. You heard how Redoran almost had to fight alone. You heard how Tavani stood neutral. You've heard how Haleo gave themselves openly to the Empire. There was another house and I'm forgetting who they were. Completely. There's probably more. But feel free, chat, let me know who should we follow. Citizens of the Empire. That's one I haven't actually seen somebody ask me for a while, so we'll bring that one. We've had peace and prosperity in Morrowind under Imperium Empire for centuries. It's government by law, and legions enforce that law. The Empire has free trade and free religion, so we're rich in the pockets and in the spirit. Yes, there's corruption. Yes, there are crimes and criminals. Yes, the get rich get richer and the poor get poorer, but overall, things are pretty good. I feel like she just described everywhere, to be honest. So we're going to get rid of that Dwarven Spear, which she should give us a lot more money for, but she's not going to. I'm not going to get rid of Soul Drinker. No, that sounds familiar. But you are definitely going to give me at least 200 for that. I feel like we should fucking fight for a lot more, but I'll accept at least 200. Come on, you know it's worth it. You butthole. She's going to be a bitch today. Yeah, because you know it's worth it. Like, look, you're going to sell me that for 300 now, you dick. Take my torches. Thank you, please come again. I mean, sure. The Anointed, the Real Byzantine, the True Nature of Orcs. I do not remember why I liked this character so much. Oh yay, fog. Just what we need when we're going out for a travel. Journal. Well, that made it into our journal. I wonder if it's part of a quest. Usually that's what that means. Take it all. Might be some of it that's useful. What am I saying? Everything in this game is useful to a degree. Let's go to return to Caius. For anybody asks, I found one of my favorite items in one of these crates, which was a mark ring. So, yeah. If you guys ever want to know where you can find some of the coolest items, here. That's where it is right there. Ring of Mark. And it casts Mark. Which I know, by the time you're probably like level 5 or at least like level 6, if you're doing magic at all, you've probably picked up Mark and or Recall. And if you're not doing magic at all, this ring is probably the best damn thing you can find. Because Mark lets you mark a location. Recall lets you go to that location. In other words, fast travel.
Is there
Hello,
something
Assassin.
I can do for you?
Nope, there's nothing you can do for me today, Mr. Assassin. Hello, lightning outside. More potions. I don't feel like cleaning out the dregs yet. Gathering all that. How much money do I have? 892. That's not great, but it's not horrible considering I am constantly repairing all the gear and everything I have on me. and paying for training and everything else. Guild Guide, Gildian, Orders, 6th House. Our trusted informant says there's a secret cult associated with some strange events recently. And more important, my informant thinks there's recent disturbances are related in some way to the Neverine prophecies. Okay, was I already... These are the notes from Hasfat Antibolus? Excellent. I trust he didn't work you too hard for them. I'll look them over in more detail later. But now, I'll have some new orders for you. Of course you will. I've glanced at Hasfat's Antibolus notes. They cover the 6th house admirably, but not the Neverine cult. Hop on over to the Balmor Mages Guild. It's right next to the Balmor Fighters Guild. And get Shan Gaz Musgub. Oh, I know her. I know Sharn. To tell you what she knows about the Neverine. She'll have some silly errand for you. Do what she asks and report back. And then she report back with the information she's given you. Very smart, for an orc. An unhealthy interest in the dark arts, perhaps, but very smart. She's always worried about the temple. We'll bust in and strike her in a fire. And worried with good reason. The Tribunal Temple is the native religion, and they worship the 3 god kings, Almaxia, Sothosil, and Vivek. They are known altogether as the Tribunal. We usually just call it the Temple. They're narrow-minded and superstitious, but I find a lot to admire, particularly their concern for the poor. They accept Outlanders as members, but few Outlanders join except for the services. Talk to Feldero Sadril at the Balmor Temple if you're interested in joining. I mean, I like that they help the poor. The intricate Ashlanders pass down their customs and histories in the form of poetic verses. Among the things they preserve in the verse are the dreams and prophetic visions of their wise women, in particular these verses that foretell the coming of the Neverine, but I don't know much about it. That's why I'm sending you to find out. Some Dhamma believe that an orphan, an outcast, a youth born of a certain day to uncertain parents, will one day unite all the tribes of the Dhamma and drive out the invaders of Morrowind and re-establish the ancient laws and customs of the Dark Elf nations. They call this orphan and outcast the Neravine. Sorry guys, Neravine. And say that Neravine will be a reincarnation of a long-dead Dunmer general and first counselor, Lord Indril Niravar. I mean, that makes sense for the whole, like, why they think he would be that. Because, like, I mean, the name thing, but also, that was totally Indril's thing. Was like, yeah, let's get rid of everybody who's not supposed to be in Morrowind. He was fighting for that faction to be, or the Empire to be completely removed. So, I'm also sure that each house that we choose would have a different look. Like each house Julio